Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good day, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome again to weekly Bitcoin and crypto investing analysis. My name is Muhammad Wais Tahiryan, and I am going to be teaching you on Bitcoin, and I'll give my opinion of what I think the market is going to do next. So far, we have been very accurate on our calls on all these major currencies. Plus, we made up to 450 to 500% on one single coin in the wealth group, which you can also join if you want. But before we go to that, let me share this live with our group of traders so they can also come and join. So let's go and see the chart. I don't know why the chart is not showing. Give me 1 second. The chart should be coming. I thought the chart is there. This is so bad. Anyways. Alright, this is the chart. Let's go and start from Bitcoin first and see what's happening. Yes. Okay, so last week we talked about this major breakout that happened on Bitcoin, which was on 21st May. The candle closed above this all-time high at the price of $109,000. But if you come here and put the line chart and correct this line, it doesn't matter. It was just a slight difference on where I put the line. But anyways, as you can see, here I give you another signal on the group that if the price goes below 100k, which is even below here, is a flush sale on Bitcoin. But I also gave you the support levels where you can buy, because right before that the price was at $112,000. Then I said it right now it's $107,000. Perfect place to buy. Which, if you see, this is still on the trend, and we are still going up on this trend line that we have on Bitcoin, and it will eventually lead us to $120,000. That is my analysis, taking the highest probabilities. And if you want to learn how to do the analysis and how to become a trader yourself, please send us a message. Also, if you just want to get the signals and all our announcements on WhatsApp, the link will be shared in the description of the video. But once the video is finished, because right now the link in there is the Slack that we have. You can also join Slack because it's very important. We share everything in WhatsApp and Slack, but in Slack you have most of the time all the education and with proper sections, so you can see everything. And also, if you wanted to join the premium, you can join right there, and it's much professional approach, which we cannot include everything obviously in WhatsApp. So your choice. We're still keeping WhatsApp since there's a lot of demand from the students. Anyways, let's move on with our analysis and see what's gonna happen to the other ones. But before I go on Ethereum, Solana, and Doge, let's go and see the total market cap. And for the total market cap, yes, this was the breakout, and this was the exact retest. If you come here and get a zone, like draw a zone here, you can see that the price didn't go below the zone, and it closed right on the support line of the zone. Now we are trying to go toward all-time high in the total market cap, which it includes Bitcoin and every other cryptocurrency. Let's see total 2, and this one for the beginners, this excludes Bitcoin, but it has Ethereum and all the other coins. And as you can see, Ethereum is not performing much, And I told you last time that we're gonna take the money from Ethereum and we're gonna flip it to some other coins, which we did inside Wealth Group, and we made money there. And as you can see, Ethereum is still there, nothing has changed. We were again right about this. And same goes for Total Tree, which it excludes now Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, I was still searching for this dip, but we haven't sold anything in our lower caps, which we still uh, trading inside Wealth Group. But we did a lot of shifts there, and we took other trades, which we still made a lot of money. While this chart is not going anywhere, so even the lower cap altcoins, they're still struggling to go up, except some of them that blew up and they were, alhamdulillah, the number one, the number two, the number three coins in our portfolio inside Wealth Group. And we made a bunch of money through that, and then we sold our profit. But we're still keeping those because they still keep on going up. It's crazy. It's crazy how things work out. And for the USDT, if you remember, last week I also did another video about the debt of US dollar, and since then the US dollar is struggling to go up. It's not going up, and as you can see, it's trending down and down and down, and I expect it to eventually fall below. This is not an investment advice or a financial advice, however you want to call it. This is purely for educational purposes. If you want to become a professional, you need to join us and learn how to do it properly. Without sweating, literally, without sweating, it's not possible. And yes, at the time of recording the previous video, I believe it was around 1.389 USD against Canadian dollar, and I told you that this is gonna fall, and as you can see, it fell pretty nicely, 1.64% against Canadian dollar, which shows a weak dollar. But right now it's on the support level, which I still expect it to break this. But if we come and see on a lower time frame, or for the near time future, we can still see that we have a resistance here, 1.381. So it can still come and retest like here, then it can fall down, or come back, retest this zone, then it can fall down. What does it mean? It means that we still have to have an eye on USD CAD and see how it's going to close. If it closes above, we need to be careful and see what the Dixie does. Dixie is the dollar index, and at the time of recording the previous video of the debt of USD, it was around 99.9, and as you can see, it fell even below to 98.7, which eventually I expect this to go on a longer time frame, on monthly. You can see that it should come around these prices. Let me show you on this chart because we did our analysis here. So you see it's below this zone, and I expect this thing to fall to 90, then to 80, then eventually reach around 54, 55 by 2030 or 2034, which is a very, very big claim, which I'm not claiming anything. It's just what the chart shows me. And I don't take my decisions just purely on this chart, that okay, I'm gonna sell all the money that I have in the bank and put it in this, while I have already, it's not in USD, it's not in Turkish lira, nor Afghani, none of them. It's all in Bitcoin, Ethereum, sorry, not Ethereum, all the other cryptos that I have, because those are making me money every single day. But what does USD does is that since forever it keeps on going down in value. You can say how, but you can go and check how they're printing money. So the more USD they print, the less valuable it become. That's how it works. And instead, all the other assets like gold, just keeps going up because it's scarce. But more scarce than that, and the best asset in the world is Bitcoin, obviously. So you need to have Bitcoin instead of this USD. All right, so far so good. It looks like the market is gonna blow upward, and we're gonna soon be looking at higher prices in Bitcoin. I'm not sure exactly what, but for now, I have a target of 120,000 BTC, at least for the upcoming month, or maybe next week. Who knows? All right, we checked everything. Let's see what the altcoins are gonna do. So as you can see, this is the trend line that I have, and this is the supply zone that it has reached. And as you can see, it's been 6-7 days that it's holding this line because it is a major supply zone, it is a resistance zone, and it is a retest of, you see, this trend is broken and it's being retested, and what I expect is a move toward the downside, which okay, if you're a beginner you would ask, what does it mean? It means all the altcoins, all the tokens, everything else against Bitcoin will outperform, but you don't know which one. For example, we took one coin. Let me show you, okay, because it has already gone up, so what does it matter? Let me show you one coin that did insane. You can see I bought so many times here, sold, bought again, a lot of it, then sold here, bought again, a lot of it, sold a little here, sold a little here. Then we kept selling around these prices, and so far, you see this is 441. If I go up, it's 486, almost 5 times the amount of money that it made. And if you just take it from the support below, which we didn't get it from there, obviously, it has gone 650%, which is 6 times. Anyways, so how did we spot this? With, well, ZBEC, ZBCN network. It's very nice protocol. You can go and check it. It's also an AI coin. You can go learn more about it. It's also halal, so you can see that it's currently coming down, but we have taken a lot of profit. We will eventually buy it back around 0.0029 if it comes again. And if you want to see these, if you want to know how I do my money management and how I get into these coins and which other ones I'm gonna be getting, because you can see all of them are here, but you don't know which one I'm holding, and I'm definitely not gonna tell you because it's all for the students that join, because I know you all come here and gamble, then people come in the comments tell me that I am a scammer, which if you go and see all my videos, I've been doing it since very long time and it's absolutely for free. You get all these 4 coins, one which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Dogecoin, all of them for absolutely free, which are the best ones that I have chosen. So it never gets dumped. But even responsibly, I do it for the Wealth Group, which we make a lot more there than this. But even if you go and buy your capital here, you will still be very much profitable than any place in the world, because we have merged halal investing plus an institutional way of investing like whales. You buy right in their footsteps so you don't miss anything. And nobody's gonna teach you that, I'm sure. Anyway, let's see. Solana, yes. 2 videos ago, one was the death of USD. The one before that, I told you right here on the video that let's buy Solana at $162 because this is where we're going to buy. But previously we started taking profit from 174 towards 180, which was the last price it went. Then it fell down to 162. We bought again. Then it went back to 185, and you can see I have taken a little bit of profit, but so far it's still in the zone. The only place I'm gonna enter on Solana next time is if it breaks this level, right? I will let it break, I'll let it go up, to be confirmed for me, because bro, I'm buying a lot of money, so I don't want to lose anything. Then when it comes down, I'll buy it very responsibly, then I will let it go to reach these higher levels. That's how I take care of my trades. The next level for Solana after breaking this level is gonna be $107. Then the next one could possibly be 142. Let me mention that right now for you. Then above that it can go to 260, then to $300. It's not a speculation analysis, it's just pure technical analysis and supply and demand. Those are the places that you must take profit. It's just that, but the levels that you should enter, it should be a demand, which was at $162. That's why we're now in profit, because we bought in a very, very good position. Okay, Solana against Ethereum, you can see that we still went up a little bit toward this zone, but it couldn't break up. So Ethereum, obviously, right now is very, very strong, but we're still waiting for this to flip. Then you're gonna see a lot of performance from Solana. But against Bitcoin, it's still on a trend that it can still outperform a lot of coins. You can see that we're still on a trend, and below these levels it could be scary, but above it it's just pure performance. So once it breaks these levels, then you're gonna see Solana blowing up towards 240 and above. But for now, it's still creeping up. And for Dogecoin, the same way that I told you Solana at 162, I told you Dogecoin at 22 cents when we were here. So let me show you back on this daily time frame, which we bought here, and it went again for another how much, 10% or what, 12 and 15, 16%. So you can see it already went once, but as you know, I haven't sold anything. But this is again at that level of buy, a little bit higher than what we bought before. And what I expect is, obviously, for this to follow this parabolic move. You see, it's right at the point, right at the point to make another big move. But again, I must tell you that it's not a financial advice. Please take your trades and investments responsibly. Don't put it on somebody else's analysis. This is just for you to learn how I do my analysis and how you can benefit from it and how you can learn. You can still learn a lot from what I do here, but if you want to learn properly, so just join our wealth group or one-on-one sessions, which is gonna be utilized purely for you. Doge BTC, Dogecoin broke this trend against Bitcoin, so right now it's again on demand level, and I expect it to outperform against Bitcoin, and right now it's also on demand against Ethereum. But I think first it's gonna be Ethereum that is gonna break these levels, then it's gonna be Doge. So yes, we didn't I think, we didn't do analysis on Ethereum, I think. So as you know, we have sold around 2,500 towards $2,700, and it came down. I had two scenarios for you. One was to reach 2,180 somewhere here, then I can buy it, which it didn't. The second scenario was, let this go up. We already took so much out of the tokens inside Ethereum by selling Ethereum and putting it in those and all other altcoins. And as you can see, it's still at those same levels, didn't go anywhere. I just need this to go toward this, then have a dump back toward 2,500. Then we might break out and 434 levels. Or let's let me tell you another one that could possibly happen. A move and a breakout above this level, like in few days, then a retest back towards $2,700 or lower. My God, let me show it to you here. A breakout, a retest, then a move higher. So we will see which one of these supports it's gonna hold. It will be either 2,500 or $2,700, either this level or this level, but it's still not known because it must break this level. It must liquidate everybody that has put their stop losses here. Once all these futures traders or all these gamblers are liquidated, then we will have a retest. Then it will go and inshallah reach all-time high. Futures traders are all losers because first of all they don't know proper money management systems. They just go and gamble their money. Second, it's deemed haram. If one day I know that it's halal, we're gonna talk about it and we will develop a system for it. I myself can make a lot of money right now in futures trading, but I don't, just because it's haram. And we're gonna be answering to Allah because of the interest we're gonna be giving as funding fee. You need to understand, brothers, that we need to answer to Allah. If you really believe in your heart that Allah is gonna provide you, He's gonna provide you no matter what happens. The thing is, most of you, unfortunately, you are scared. So what you do, you go here or there to get money anyhow. That's how later on, I'm not judging anybody, okay? I'm not saying it's specifically you and you and you, you're doing this, but as a psychological perspective, when people go toward haram earning, what happens later? That they steal from people. They take that guy's money, that guy's money. It's blood sucking, bro. You shouldn't be you shouldn't be going towards interest or any of this because it's completely against Islam, and Allah says that it's like raising a sword against me, and it's a war against Allah. So when He prohibits something, you must go and search. I'm gonna be releasing a full article about it on our website, so go check that and learn for free to know why interest is haram in Islam and how can we avoid that. Okay, I talked about Ethereum, Solana, Dogecoin, Bitcoin. Yes. 1 minute. Guys, give me 1 minute. Hello again. So you were not seeing my video, and my wife came and told me that your video is not coming. It was because of this technical issue with our software. Anyways, I think khair. No problem. So we're gonna continue with our session. What was I saying? We have covered almost everything: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Dogecoin. Yes, we're not gonna go over gold. It's not important. Anyways, let me show you. Still, gold is dropping against Bitcoin. Gold on its own. I have told you previously that if we claim this level, it's gonna go up. So it did claim, and it didn't go below this line, which you can go and verify by yourself by checking the video. Now, it might reach this level again, which if it breaks and if it retests, then if it continues, it would definitely mean that people are selling their gold to buy Bitcoin. I'm really telling you, people are still selling. This is the proof of it. Gold against Bitcoin. You can see on a monthly chart that since Bitcoin has released, people are selling their gold and they're buying Bitcoin. Or even if because they do, like a lot of people did, I know about it, but this chart clearly shows you that Bitcoin outperformed gold and every other asset. That's why it has reached $112,000 just last week, because it's such a great asset and there is obviously no second best. So it will keep on dropping forever, and Bitcoin will just keep on going higher and outperform every other asset in the world, because it's a global money system that doesn't have a founder, doesn't have a controller. It's the people's money. It's how people control it. It's not in one person's hand, it's in people's hand. So it never breaks and it never went offline, just for once in all this 15, 16 years. So we're gonna end it with that, and I hope you enjoyed today's session. Let's see if anyone has any question. If you guys have any question, you can ask me on the chat room. I will be definitely answering you. Now you have my video after, like in the end of the video. Anyway, I'll be waiting for your questions. If there isn't any question, we will just end the session. Hello. Yes, you can ask your question. I think there is no question for now. See you inshallah in the next video. Share it with anyone you think that they deserve to know about this, and like the video so it organically reaches to as many people as possible so they can learn for absolutely free. Wait. Before we go off, I had a big announcement that I wanted to tell you, is that we have partnered with charlife.my, that we will be giving a free session of 2 hours about Sharia compliant crypto screening for everybody that is inside Halal Portfolio. So if you want to join that, please join that. You will be able to identify all these coins by yourself, how is their potential, and which coin is halal and which coin is haram. You will learn from a very good person. He's a professional and he is right now in Malaysia. All the details are shared through our WhatsApp groups and through our social media. So go check on that, and I will also definitely list on the comments of this video after ending it the link to the form so you can go fill it and